Yo, are we live? Are we live? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Can y'all hear me? What's up? We're gonna talk about what's going on with Nipsey, man. We're gonna talk about what's going on with Nipsey, man. The shit is crazy, man. Hold on. We're gonna talk about it. I'm just get some stuff straight. Let everybody know I'm here. What's good? Yo, I'm gonna play these instrumentals. I'm gonna come back, man. I went live on the wrong channel. It's OBSBS. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back with my commentary. Hold on. What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Make sure that you like the stream. Don't do it for me. Just do it for the sake of this conversation. But the sake of this commentary that we're gonna have, because I want as many people to see this as possible. Because I'm coming in this situation with a real, honest, objective opinion on this. Because I'm somebody who actually knows of him and actually has listened to his music. Now, I will say I haven't listened to his latest album, but I've always been a fan of him and what he has been doing for himself. And shout out to everybody that's here, man. Let me go ahead and shout out the people that's here. Trucker, Jalen, Line, Shug, Malik. Let's see, Mr. SF, Israel, got me. Let's see, Christian, Vern 85, Calvin, Sam D, No Reason, True ATL, Larzell, Don, let's see, Israel, Lawrence, let's see, Brittany, Malik, Benignan, Mermaid, OJ. Let's see. Danae, MS13J, Rudy Dog, Unique, Malik, Jaye, Trucker. All right. Aces, Rashad, Dana, Gemini, Frederick, Mark, Chris, Kane, Michael, Zion, Miranda. Let's see. Dominique, Ill Wills, Frederick, Bruce, Tiffany, Natalie, Mike, Nakia, Quay, let's see, Mark, Gerard. Some of y'all I'm probably gonna miss. Sorry about that. Nicholas, Miss Sweets, Ricardo, Will, JP, Gerard. See Larry, Ghost. I am making, what's up, Latasha? Some of y'all I am making moderators, but if your wrench isn't showing, I don't know why. Like Ill Wills, I gave you a wrench, it's not showing. Hold on, there we go. All right, now it should show. Zion, shout out to everybody that's here, man. We gonna get into this. So Janie, we gonna get into this. Because this is a situation that came completely out of nowhere. But people are speaking on the Dr. Sebi documentary that he is connected to. People also looking at the fact of his neighborhood and where he's from. And the fact that he tried to help that community. But you see, you can't help people that can't help themselves. What's going on, Christopher? You cannot help people who cannot help themselves. If that's the situation. But there were witnesses that saw what happened. Shout out to Janie, says, hey JDB, RIP Nipsey. Appreciate that, Janie. The fact that they saw people leaving the scene lets you know this couldn't have been no professional hit. Professional hits, you rarely see it so public. Professional hits are going to be in private, and it's going to be under the most, unknown circumstances, basically. But I know everybody has their thoughts. I may even open up the phone lines and let y'all speak on it. Hopefully y'all saw my video earlier of me speaking on it. And that was coming from a real place because when Nicole, shout out to Nicole B sent the article to me, I was like, what? I was in shock. I was in shock because Nipsey seemed like a genuine dude. Who would want to take his life? Like, who would be that angry at a guy who's trying to help his community? I may even do a follow-up video. Depending on how this stream goes, I may do a follow-up video speaking on what's really going on in this situation. Y'all know I am a skeptic. I'm skeptical of everything. I don't take everything at face value. I don't take everything at face value. I'm skeptical of everything. This to me is weird. The timing is weird. Now I will say this though. Nipsey posted a cryptic tweet about having strong enemies. And if you know anything about having strong enemies, he could be referring to people in power. Because there's a lot of people in power who will be considered strong enemies. Or it could be enemies in your neighborhood that have a lot of, sway over the individuals in the communities. They not getting out the hood. They don't want you to get out either. This situation to me is wrong on so many levels. It really is. This man was trying to uplift his community, whether people want to believe it or not. He seemed like a guy who was very genuine in what he was doing. But it wouldn't surprise me if there were people in that neighborhood who didn't like him. There were people in that neighborhood who had contempt towards him. That's very much so a possibility. He said in the tweet let me see, he said it's good to have strong enemies. Let me see if I can find the tweet. He tweeted, having strong enemies is a blessing. That is what he posted. And that was just a mere couple hours before he was shot. Yeah, you can't build around certain Negroes. You just can't. And people will get upset at me for making that statement, but those are facts. Now, set aside, having, enemies. Let's talk about the fact that you're in a community full of people who either really love what you're doing, they love you, and people who don't like you. That's what we have to look at. Yes, I saw the video of him on the ground. That was crazy. And the way they were moving him around, it was crazy scene, man. Just look at the XXXTentacion situation. People may have thought that was the Illuminati hit, a sacrifice. But it was just a couple of niggas trying to catch a lick, trying to catch somebody slipping. People are going to say what they want in this situation. But we still going to have to wait for more facts to come out. Now, there was some updates since the video that I posted. Since the video that I posted, there have been some updates to this particular story. One is of him passing away. That was one of the main updates to this story. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the update was. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ 3 people were shot at Nipsey Hussle store, and one of those people just died at the hospital. It's unclear if the person is Nipsey, where we're told that one man fled in a vehicle after the shooting. Another update, our law enforcement sources tell TMZ Nipsey Hussle has died. He was 33 years old. He's survived by his 2 children and his girlfriend, Lauren London, with whom he just had a child with in 2016. Another update, law enforcement sources tell TMZ the suspect cops are looking for is a black male in his 20s. We're told he approached Nipsey and company by foot Sunday afternoon and fired multiple shots, only to depart right after in what we're told appeared to be a nearby awaiting vehicle with a separate driver, who our sources say was a female. They're saying it was a female that drove this Negro to go do this. So you had one dude who did the shooting, and he had another female who was helping him get away. Isn't that so stereotypical? Shout out to Antoine. R.I.P. brother Nipsey Hussle, gone but never forgotten. Condolences to the family. You know? Isn't that you got the female getaway driver who's helping the dude helping a black man take the life of another black man. Now, before some of you niggas get in your feelings and be in my chat room emotional, y'all know this shit happens in black communities. I've lived in black communities. This stuff goes on. So don't get in the chat room crying and talking shit. You know this shit goes on. You know this goes on. Now what we have to figure out is why this guy did this in the first place. What is your motivation for doing this? Did he kick you out of his store? And that's what we're trying to figure out here. But they've already had identified somebody in this situation. Shout out to Ricky E. 245. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. He was working on a Dr. Sebi document. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've definitely heard he was working on that. And a lot of people are saying this. Listen, everybody in here has their point of view on this. I'm coming from a realistic point of view, people. Somebody's going to get arrested for this. Somebody's going to get charged for this. That's what we have to look at. That dude he slapped came back. A lot of people are connecting it to Dr. Sebi. But there are other people connected to that documentary as well. It just isn't Nipsey Hussle. So we have to look at different angles, people. It's not just one thing. You know? But it's just weird that out of the blue, you have a situation of this guy just being shot 6 times, one in the head, because people kept saying he was shot 6 times in the head. That's inaccurate. He was shot 6 times, once in the head. Okay? Let's get that straight. Okay? So, I deal in facts, people. I'm a skeptic, but I deal in facts. He knew something was up. You can tell by some of his prior tweets. Or his prior tweet that he knew something was wrong that day, which is why you do have to have people around you who are going to be there to watch your back, man. Let's go. Let's go to this timeline. I'm gonna put this on screen so y'all can see this. Let's see. I'm going to put up, put this up so y'all can see it. If I can. Because the last post that he put up, people, let's see, fuck it, move it here. Let's see, can I put it? Let's see, and put it right here. Okay, here we go. This is his Twitter timeline. His Twitter timeline, as y'all can see here, this is the last tweet he put up. It has over 100 likes and 67,000 retweets. Sending prayers. I know it ain't supposed to go down like this. Someone from the team. I know it's crazy right now, but please let us know what's up. It's unbelievable. R.I.P. Nip. Cannot believe this. How ironic is this, man? Pulled through Nip. I see that. Either way, he's alive, or that would be breaking news ASAP. He good, just praying. Okay, these are some later on tweets. These are some newer tweets. R.I.P. By who? Well, they have some eyewitnesses who saw, but again, are they going to come forward? Is what we want to know. You know, that's what we want to know. Hey yo, Ricky, I gave you a wrench. It's not showing. I don't know why, but But Ricky, you got a wrench. I don't know why it's not showing. Wow. Sending prayers to you and your kids. Yeah, those kids are gonna be without a father, man. Which is the worst thing to happen for young children, is to be in a situation where they don't have their father. And he was killed under suspicious circumstances. Suspicious circumstances. It's going to be difficult for people to really wrap their minds around this until they can figure out who was the shooter. Let's see. Got this. It's broken. Famous last words. What the fuck is crazy? This, I want you to understand, this particular tweet was an hour, like an hour and so before he was shot. So something was on his mind heavy. Heavy. This had, you know what I'm saying, looking at this situation though, it had to have been planned if you look at the fact that he's at his store. I'm not sure if he's there a lot, but he just so happens to be there and this situation pops off. And this situation pops off. When I made the video about X, man, that really bothered me because I was a fan. He was one of the XXXTentacion was one of the few young rappers who I was actually a fan of his music. I actually liked his music. I was actually a fan of his music. Now, as far as Lauren London goes, right? It seemed like they had a good relationship. Didn't really see a lot of issues in the relationship. So she's gonna have to start all back over. But this is a guy who went from being a Crip gang member to straightening his life out, buying. They say he bought the block, with businesses, in that community. And this situation happens. Everybody got all these different theories. But what about the theory of some idiot doing this? That is the theory we need to discuss. They were newlyweds. That makes it even worse. He was in this community, no security, which means he was comfortable. But as a celebrity, you have to be careful when you're back in your old neighborhood. Yes, he has passed away. He has passed away. And when you're in these communities, you can't just be there, and just be around chilling, man. You have to have your guard up, man. You can't trust anybody, especially when people know you and you don't know them. That is the thing. That is the thing that we really have to take into consideration. Here, let's see. Let's go to. Let's see. Nipsey Hussle. Some tweets. Top tweets. People paying respects. This looks like what he was wearing from the video I saw. This looks like what he was wearing the day he got shot. Shout out to Wayne Tillman. CJ, this is why when we get out, we should have no obligation to go back. Look what Nipsey got for giving back to the hood. Damn, man. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty fucking much. Now, again, everybody has their viewpoint on this. If you're new to my channel, and I know there's a good amount of you who probably are, I'm a skeptic. I'm a skeptical black male. I'm skeptical of all things in life. Okay? but I also am a person who speaks in facts. I like to think things through in a factual, logical manner. That's what I'm about. I speak on things. That's the video there. I'm not going to show all of it. I speak on things from a factual, logical manner. But see, that's the video there. I'm trying not to show too much of the video. Jaye, my son, is on. Okay, Miranda. That's cool. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all share this video, like the video, and share it, man. Or the stream, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's the video. That's them trying to revive him. I'm not trying to show too much of the video, man. I'm not trying to show too much of the video. Nipsey there. This was the scene outside. This was the scene outside. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Okay. All right. I'm speaking about documentary. Down. People paying their respects. Some more videos of the situation. I'm telling y'all, this came directly out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting to hear anything about this. They weren't. But it happened. And we have to look at this in a logical manner as well. Why would someone do this? Now, people are saying that, it was the Illuminati, it was a blood sacrifice. A blood sacrifice for whom? Because if you're giving a blood sacrifice, it has to be someone has to benefit from it. So we have to look at who pulled the trigger, because that's the person that people are going to want to find out about. They're going to want to know why this person did what they did. So that's the direction we definitely need to go in as people. Okay, people bringing up Dr. Sebi. Let's see what they're saying about Dr. Sebi. Okay. This isn't a coincidence. Left Eye from TLC died in a car accident after trying to bring Dr. Sebi's name to light, and now Nipsey randomly gets shot 6 times in his own hood at his own store. Stay fucking woke. Nipsey makes a documentary bringing light to Dr. Sebi, and now he supposedly gets shot. Man, I'm just... Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Shout out to the man in black. This is why black people who are successful don't go near black communities in fear of getting robbed or killed, like what happened to this man. That's why if you do become successful, I don't blame you as a black person for leaving. I just don't. Being around black people as long as I've seen them. I've seen how they are when they feel like you're doing better than them. Not all, but certain people. But to say that it's because of Dr. Sebi and it's because of the documentary, I think people need to put things in more realer terms, okay? People saw who did the shooting. They can identify him. They even saw who the getaway driver was. So we need to stop using this man's name for every situation like this, man. Stop using this man's name. Now his name is trending, people. Look, this man's name is third trending. Over 100,000 tweets about Dr. Sebi, man. about Dr. Sebi. Do you know how jealous black men can be, and black women, but black men can be, and envious? I've seen it with my own eyes. They killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. I fuck with Ross because he been teaching wealth. And that was a line from Nipsey.
Working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York, right? Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah.
He beat the case, and he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talk about it.
That's crazy.
What makes you want to do a documentary about Dr. Sebi?
I think the story is important. I think it's a powerful narrative.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think imagine this. Anybody in this room, if I could say, hey, somebody cured AIDS, y'all be like, yeah, right. And then I could show you an example of him going to trial and proving in a court to a jury that he cured AIDS.
And that was from Nipsey speaking to the Breakfast Club. Hold on a second while I adjust this real quick. Hold on. All right. That was him speaking on Dr. Sebi, and that's why Dr. Sebi is trending. Dr. Sebi is trending because people are trying to equate that situation with what happened with Nipsey. People, listen, man. Listen to me. They saw who did it. Okay? It wasn't a uniformed, ghost government operative. It was a dude with his girl. Okay? Once again, this could be somebody that was paid to do something, or we don't know yet. The facts are still going to come out. All we're doing is speculating. We're just speculating. That's it. That's all it is. We're just speculating. But I want people to be more factual and logical, man. Because you can be controlled by, other people doing the thinking for you and saying, hey, that was a hit, man. That was a hit. That was a professional hit, bro. We got to calm down on the conspiracies, people, or we're going to drive ourselves crazy. We're going to drive ourselves crazy. We need to be more logical. That's what I teach. Logic. Common sense, reason. We have lost that. We have lost that. Everybody posting about
1,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York, right? Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah.
Did he beat the case, and he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record. Yep. And nobody talk about it.
That's crazy. I'm in the middle of doing this holistic detox right now. Day 6 of 14.
Yeah, you was telling me.
Yeah. So,
no food, nothing.
And they said it actually can help cure fibroids. It can help you if you are, cancer, and it's better than I thought. Right.
Just to go back to the Dr. Sebi thing real quick, what makes you want to do a documentary? Okay,
get it right, man.
What makes you want to do a documentary about Dr. Sebi?
I think the story is important. I think it's a powerful narrative.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think imagine this. Anybody in this room, if I could say, hey, somebody cured AIDS, y'all be like, yeah, right. And then I could show you an example of him going to trial and proving in a court to a jury that he cured AIDS. Y'all would be interested in that.
Absolutely.
And y'all would look into the way he did it, right? So I feel like more so than like championing his products or explaining his methodology, put some light on that case.
Imagine being able to cure cancer or being able to cure any type of herpes, just all kinds of
And that's what he
different
do, by the way.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
He used to send all types of vitamins up to the station.
You had herpes?
No, I said vitamins to the station. Did you hear me? I said vitamins
anymore,
to
he
the
doesn't.
station.
Damn, Envy. This guy's crazy.
You know what?
All right. Dr. Sebi is trending people. This man has been passed away for a little while, and people are still using this man's name. Come on, man. Come on, man. More videos of him speaking on Dr. Sebi. Don't y'all think that it's very easy to make, to put two and two together, to put, say, hey, he was working on this documentary, and, we don't want him to complete that documentary. So we got to take him out. Come on, people. We have to think about this logical, people. There were witnesses, man. They saw who did it and why. Not why, but who they were with. I'm talking about why, but who they were with. You shot this man 6 times, then shot him in the head. You were shooting to kill. Emotional. Now, y'all gonna believe it's the government. You can believe that all you want to. But we're gonna look at what we have right now. Now, if the facts come back and they don't, more evidence, it don't fit what we may believe, then y'all can put up as many of these theories as you want. You can put up as many of these theories as you want. Okay? But we have to look at what's going on today. We got to look at what's going on today. We have to look at the fact that maybe that's what they want us to believe. That it's just this, this shadow agency that's taking out, rappers who are in their neighborhoods, in front of their clothing stores. They know that that's what we're going to assume. We're going to see that and assume that. Yeah, just look at his last tweet, people. The dude said he had enemies, which means he knew that somebody was going to come after him. He knew it. Maybe it was somebody he talked to that day. Let me tell y'all something, man. There are some people out there, okay, that are very controllable. There are some people out there who you can get to do anything. I have seen how charismatic people are able to get your normal everyday person to make fools of themselves in order to impress them. Nipsey knew who was going to do harm to him. He knew it. But I don't think he thought that person would follow through with it. Just like with Lil Boosie. What did Lil Boosie say? Lil Boosie was like, man, I can't stay in Louisiana. They're going to keep trying to arrest me or somebody's going to take me out. He had already been robbed. They took a bunch of his stuff. He says, man, I cannot stay here. I need to move. And that's what he did. That's what he did. You see a lot of these rappers move to Atlanta or they move to LA because they cannot live in their neighborhoods anymore because they know they're going to have nothing but enemies. They're going to be surrounded by nothing but enemies. Friends are going to become enemies. Family is going to become enemies. Dudes you don't even know. Dudes from high school you ain't talked to in years. Nipsey knew something was wrong, but he stayed right there because he did not think that person or persons would really do anything to him. Because if he sensed that there was danger, it didn't faze him. It didn't faze him. It didn't faze him. Look at the shooting. You shoot somebody 6 times, once in the head, which makes me think. The person was shooting at a group of people. Y'all miss. I don't know if anybody missed that, but the guy was shooting at a group of people because Nipsey was there. What I think, because they said 2 other people were shot as well, and he hit Nipsey 6 times. Which probably was his the person who was aiming for, which means that Nipsey was laying on the ground, and dude stood over him and tried to execute him, which is what ended up happening because that was the target. An emotional killing. So he knew something was wrong. Why be at your store if you think there's an issue? Maybe you didn't think that an issue would come from anybody in your neighborhood. But if you sense danger, man, you got to move. But he didn't. Maybe he felt safe in his community. Maybe that's why he bought the block, because he felt safe in that community. But if you have strong enemies, like you say, they're not going to care how safe you are in your community. They're going to come after you. They're going to come after you. A lot of weird shit happens in LA as far as the shootings. The most the most famous one was Biggie. That happened in LA. Never found. There's been other shootings as well. They never really, either they don't find a shooter or, it's still like a cold case. But there's a lot of weird shootings and murders that have happened in Los Angeles. He felt safe there. He felt very safe there. And I think that if you have strong enemies, they're going to know that you feel safe there. And they're going to use that against you. They say, okay, he's in it. Oh, so he's in his neighborhood because he feels safe. Okay, well, we'll go to your neighborhood. Because trust me, if he felt he had enemies there already in that neighborhood that he felt like were a threat to him, he would have probably left. But he decided to stay because he felt safe there. Maybe that's why he has those businesses there and he's in that community, because he's safe there. Sometimes home ain't always safe. Sometimes home is not always safe. Oh, is big anniversary death today? Yeah, that's a lot of crazy, weird shit that happens in LA, man. It is. Yeah, he should have moved, out of, what was in Crenshaw, because I'm pretty sure he still lives close by. I'm telling you, man, people underestimate the mindset of jealous people. Jealous people don't care you celebrities. They will rob you and they will attempt to kill you. And just like I said with Little Boosie like, listen, man, I don't care how safe you may think you are in your hometown. You got to leave. Because either you're going to end up dead or you're going to end up back in jail, back and forth in jail. You got to get out your comfort zone. You got to go somewhere where you know your family and you are going to be safe. Today is the anniversary of Selena's death. Okay. This is the last day of March, and this is what we are speaking about. And I'm speaking about this because I'm a fan of Nipsey, not only music-wise, but life-wise. He's turned his life around, and how he tried to help Negroes, even though I don't think I could have done that. I mean, I'm all about helping black people get jobs, but actually opening up those businesses in black communities is not one of the first things I would do. Because people will grow jealous of you. They will grow envious. You got people who probably saw this and won't even testify. They won't even come forward. Because they have hate in their heart. Because they feel some type of way. That is why you will see them really not feel anything towards this situation. And won't even help solve it. This man did a lot for that community. And I would hope that that community helps him and his family get justice, get peace. You know? Find a way to help heal that family, man. This guy was the breadwinner, man. This guy was taking care of his kids, taking care of his families. He had employees. There's a lot that he had going on, man. And not on that, he has young kids. So for their sake, you better hope this ain't no conspiracy theory. For their sake. If you saw what happened, you need to come forward, man. Seeing somebody get murdered is not snitching. Especially if he's been helping you and your community. Speak up. If you were there and you saw what happened, speak up. Somebody might have filmed it. Will we ever see that film? Maybe, probably not. You know, that film, you know, you know, that could put a whole lot of people in a lot of danger, maybe. Let me ask y'all something, man. You got people who follow T.I., man. They follow all these other woke celebrities. Why hasn't anything happened to them? Why do y'all think they're untouched? You know, this is for the people who really believe strongly this is a conspiracy. What about the most vocal of black people? Why haven't anything happened to them? Why does something happen to a guy like Nipsey Hussle? The reason why I'm not going to go full on conspiracy is because of what happened with XX. Them dudes were stalking him. Those dudes were basically watching his every move until they found the right time to rob him. But you got all these black celebrities who claim that they are woke and they are awakening their people. But they untouched. Nothing ain't happening to them. They can speak on any and everything. But those people, they feel safe. Ain't nothing gonna happen to them. They speak on issues of black people. They speak out against racism, against white supremacy. But they still doing what they do, you know? It's because a lot of those people, and some of y'all not going to like this shit, but they are basically pushing the white liberal agenda. And when you push that white liberal agenda, you will basically not have to deal with backlash from anything, as long as you push those narratives. You can say whatever you want, as long as you continue to make music denigrating your own women. As long as you got brothers who married to white women talking about they pro-black and they speaking out against white supremacy. Then you got sisters who do the same shit. But as long as y'all are not the ideal black family, white liberals don't give a fuck. They don't. Because they look at you and say you're the opposite of what, you know, of what black people actually want, but you're going to push that narrative. Shout out to Errol Brown. It's all about this documentary on Dr. Sebi that was about to be released. Follow the clues. Well, is it still going to be released? Is this documentary still going to be released? Great. And you say the super chat ain't working. Well, you can always donate to PayPal. Anybody that wants to donate to PayPal, super chat doesn't work, you can do that. But mainly I'm focusing more on what's going on with Nipsey. But if you want to donate, that's fine. Don't matter. Let's see. Hold on. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I can get I'm gonna see about getting the phone lines opened up real quick, so y'all can call in. I want y'all to understand, y'all got to make these phone calls quick, man. You got to make them quick. Just give me a few minutes to reboot this computer. You got something to say on Super Chat? I don't know why it's not working, Greatness. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. It's working for other people. Maybe YouTube is like putting a stop to like, you saying what? You know? Shout out to Lion and the Ox. Hi, JDB. Please explain the topic, please. Thanks. Well, we speaking on the death of Nipsey Hussle. He was shot 6 times in front of his clothing store. And they've identified a guy. They don't know his name, but they've identified a male, you know, who shot at him and other people. And the getaway driver was a female. And they were going at Nipsey. They shot at a couple people, but they were aiming for Nipsey. That's why he had the fatal shot in the head. Okay, I'm gonna have to reboot this. Okay, let me reboot this computer. But the person, you can tell, was just shooting at the people. So this wasn't no professional people. This wasn't no. You shooting at a group of people, you're not a professional. You know. Shout out to Tan. The difference between T.I. and Nipsey is T.I. made a trap house museum glorifying the struggle, and Nip was giving out gems. Like what books to read and hire many people for those businesses. That's a good point, and I agree with that, Tan. To me, he exemplified what being pro-black really is. So I want to know from y'all, is the documentary still going to be released? If the documentary is going to be released, what is the point of them taking out Nipsey? This is what I want to know for you people who are so quick to call everything that happens a conspiracy. This was not a professional, people. You shooting at 3 people and all of them basically get hit? Like, come on, man. He said he used his looks to sleep on different women's couches when he was homeless. One of them probably got mad. Beth, that's an interesting statement. Videos on YouTube of guys saying they're coming for him. Really, Taylor? Okay. But it was very unnecessary to take this man. Well, I'm gonna say young man because he was 33. If people in that neighborhood know who he is, they need to turn him over. They don't need to defend him. They don't need to play the police is racist card. No, you can't play that card. Play the he needs to get caught card. Play the he needs to get caught card. Av Paru plus Nipsey. Search on YouTube. Okay. Taylor. I'll look that up. I'll look that up while I'm live. And we won't say. All right. Let's just look this up while I'm live. Okay, I'm gonna look it up now. See if I can find that video. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, hold on a second. Let me. Okay, I think this is the video. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if this is the video. I'm gonna put it on screen, and y'all can let me know if this is the actual video. Okay. Is this the video? Is this the video? Y'all let me know. It's on a YouTube page called Wiley the Great News. Is this the page?
Nigga, and I don't give a fuck who care or who like it, nigga. I'm tired of y'all slob ass niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said it, nigga. I'm tired of you slob ass niggas. Point blank.
Okay.
Rich niggas in the house, cuz y'all see it. 60 correct.
Okay.
Blue strips only. Thank
Ass, and yeah, man. I gotta tap in on your weird ass, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what it is, man. All that, man. Facts. Anybody rocking with you, supporting your music, support anything you doing, man. Automatic DP in the lane where it's Mando. You hear me? And all that, yeah, man. Yeah, keep all that energy, man. All that, man. All that fuck slop energy, all that, man. Nobody.
Let's see. Some people saying this is fake news. Okay. I just wanted to play a little bit of that just to see if that was what y'all was referring to. I don't like to play people's videos on my channel like that, but I just played that just so y'all let me know if that's it. But it could be, you know, one of these guys trying to represent, you know, trying to impress, you know. That could be what it was. I'm not sure. It could be what it is. But I think it's a sad situation. Nobody should have to lose their life. You know, we need to stop trying to be tough. Like real tough men out here don't have to act like they tough. They are tough. You fuck with them and you see what happens. But there's too many people out here trying to be fake tough. There's a lot of fake tough people out here, man. He still shouldn't have lost his life. He still shouldn't have lost his life. Yeah, there's a lot of clout chasers on here. Even if he was, you know, at a get together and he's repping, you know, that still don't mean he should take his life. And you can tell by how the shooting was done that it was an amateur. It's an amateur, you know. Dudes didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Probably never shot nobody in their life. Now I see your wrench, Ricky. Now you blued up. You know? Nobody should have to lose their life to fake goons, man. And y'all talking about it was a professional hit. Professional hit, but you hit 3 people. You hit 3 people. That ain't no goddamn professional hit. You shoot at 3 people. How is that professional? Professional is when you, from a distance, you can take somebody's head off. Shooting anybody in the head means they're gonna die, sir. You shoot anybody in their head, they're not gonna survive that. They're not gonna survive that. Why would they kill Nip when killing him would only bring the Dr. Sebi situation light and make it mainstream? That's what I'm saying, Dubs. People are saying that they're doing this because they want to stop the documentary. How is that going to stop the documentary? You can still get people to fund it. Well, Whitney, they said that it was only one shooter. From what they're saying, the reports and the witnesses are saying there was one shooter, and he had a female getaway driver. I'm going off the facts, people. 3 + 3 = 6. Yeah, it does. Yeah, shooting somebody in the head is definitely personal, Whitney. That's why he tweeted what he tweeted. That he said he had strong enemies. Look, listen, in a lot of these situations, people know who they have beef with, and people know that they're in a fucked up situation with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I got killed by Orlando. I just seen a documentary on that, Mac G, about Orlando Anderson and the crew he was with. And dude bragged to the day he died that he murdered Tupac. People are using the documentary as a way to say that's what happened. They're putting up the documentary. Yeah, more than likely, Nipsey saw who shot him. The situation is only gonna probably get worse. Shout out to the Lion and the Ox again. I don't understand. So I don't who Nipsey Hussle is, but black people must stop worshiping entertainers. Their lives from intro into the industry to death is for entertainment, whether they want it or not. Self-led. That's what I'm saying, other line. I be telling these dudes every single day, stop listening to these black celebrities, tell y'all what y'all want to hear. Stop listening to people who live a different lifestyle than you. You see, just because I make videos on celebrities don't mean that I worship them or I put them on a pedestal. I'm making videos to critique the bullshit they do because I know a lot of y'all support them. That's why I do those videos. That's why I do the videos. I don't do it because I look up to these guys. There are athletes that I admire because of what they did, playing. But if they have a fucked up social life, I may speak on it. Patricia, I saw that video. That was some disgusting shit. But that video, the picture speaks for itself. But I don't know. She has a child, so I can't go all the way there with that. See about get these goddamn phone lines. But I don't worship these celebrities. I make videos on the fucked up shit they do because they have a lot of morons who follow them devoutly. You criticize them, these people will attack you. They will attack you because they don't know any better. They think they do, but they don't. That's why people get triggered by what I say. They get triggered by what I say because I speak the goddamn truth. And when I tell y'all, I speak from a factual point, a logical point that people tend to not understand. Everything ain't a goddamn conspiracy. That's why we need to let the facts play itself out. If they never find who did this shit, then you can say it's a conspiracy. That's what we have to look at, people. Y'all don't know the type of enemies he may have. This dude probably got a long list of enemies, man. But people are going to overlook that and talk about the documentary, which is now trending. The documentary is trending. So I don't think taking him out is going to do anything to harm it. People are going to want to see it more. Because unfortunately, controversy sells. It sells, people. Shout out to greatness. They're using a documentary as an excuse to ignore black on black murder. They're using some of everything to ignore the fact that we got dudes who are just real crazy and jealous hearted in these communities. And when I speak out about it, you got people who get in their feelings. They get in their feelings because they don't understand that everything ain't a conspiracy, people. You don't know who these guys' enemies are. And this is very public. They're going to find somebody. This should have never happened. You know, because this guy had a lot of people who were fans who looked up to him. He got children. He had a girl he's with. Hold on, let me see this. Hotep's Chinks Drugs was a sacrifice for French Montana. Then it came out that it was a nigga that he had beef with. Hotep's were Hotep. That's a good point, feminist tears. That's a good point. You know, that's a very good point. Thank you, Nicole. Nicole sent me the article out the blue. Shout out to Nicole, you know. Nicole on the team, you know, being a team player, I appreciate that. She's sending me that because that shit shocked me when I saw it. They need to put a $100,000 reward. I guarantee you'll find out who it is very soon. It's always a conspiracy till you find out this dude had a bunch of hating ass dudes trying to get at him. Then where's the conspiracy? Then you got a bunch of people who are, well, you know, it is what it is. It was maybe white supremacy made them do it. Maybe white supremacy made them do it. Like people listen to celebrities from high school education but won't read books. That's a good point, Matt. That's why we need to educate our children to respect themselves and to seek not following behind purple-haired, rainbow-haired, you know, effeminate rappers. Seen a dude on IG talking about shooting him. Really, Taylor May? It wouldn't surprise me. There's no leadership in these communities, none. So these guys are just reckless. Just reckless. Just absolutely reckless. All right, people, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a call in. Make the phone calls brief. Don't be on the line too long or I may hang up because we got a lot of people that's going to call in. Do not call in arguing with me because I will hang up on you. I'm not arguing with none of you grown motherfuckers. I'm just not. Okay? If you want to call in trolling, I will hang up on you and clown you. That's what's going to happen. I have no problem doing so. So that is a number. Y'all can call in. Moderators, make sure y'all put that number continuously in the chat. All right. And we gonna get y'all input, man. We gonna get y'all input. You know. You know, we definitely gonna get y'all input. Yeah, keep the calls brief, people. You call in talking tough, you gonna get clowned. You will not like it. The sound is fucked up. Hold on, you live? What's going on? Hold on, make sure. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, what's going on? What's your name?
My name's Caleb.
What's going on, Caleb?
Nothing. I just want to say that overall, I'm Miranda's son.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah. I just want to say overall that what's it called?
Yeah, turn your background down, man.
Yeah. I want to say overall that Nipsey Hussle, he was a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had the power to bring people back, it would be him. Because he didn't do nothing to nobody.
Wow, that's nice of you, man. That really is, man. Hold on, let me make sure this phone call is up. Yeah, man, I don't think he deserved to be killed the way he was, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate
what
that.
What up, Jay?
What's going on, Miranda?
So the craziness was that we was just listening to him earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing, man. Like Nipsey, you know, he made some good music, man, and he has a lot of fans that are really going to be outraged about this, and they should. You know what I'm saying?
I really didn't. You know, I only knew him by way of Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't listen to his. I didn't really listen to his music like that. I know he was up and coming. I saw he was at the Rock Nation brunch and all that. So I'm like, okay, so he's probably gonna maybe get signed with Jay-Z or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I'm not trying to be conspiracy. I know you try to like defer from this conspiracy thinking, but you know, things are not a coincidence. They're not.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, that's why sometimes you have to let things play itself out, you know?
Right. Yes, that's true too.
And that's what I want to do in this situation. You know, that's what I want to do in this situation.
My son is he's very hurt. He's very
hurt.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, you know, tell him that, you know, Nipsey lived a good life, man, and it's sad that he's gone. You know, I was shocked. Yeah.
It's on the lines of testosterone. It's like all this visual. When people get shot, like, you know, and it's just like they record it. It's just so inhumane.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, man, you know, I hope they get the guy. People are saying that it was a government operative, whatever. But, you know, I just hope they get the guy. That community needs to come together. You know, if stuff like this can do anything, it could definitely bring community together.
They'll get somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get somebody. Somebody will be guilty of it, whether it's the right people or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes usually.
Yeah, I agree.
But
yeah, well, I appreciate.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
this is my first time calling in.
Yeah, it is. It's the first time calling in. He had his son on the phone. Yeah. Well,
I usually don't call in because he's around. So.
Okay, well that's cool, man. But I appreciate you calling. I'm getting some more of these callers. All right, Miranda.
All right.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you for calling in. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye. All right. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on now?
What's up, man?
Man, I'm just saying like this. I ain't a conspiracy theorist, but I do numerology now. When you talk about all these 33s and 6s that's popping up,
Mm-hmm.
March 31st. Come on now, that's another 33 when you take that one out. So I'm just saying, like, I ain't a conspiracy theorist, but when you look at a lot of stuff, when you look at numerology and all celebrities that die at 33, that's attached to Freemasonry or these relations that they call our celebrities, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at a lot of stuff. And yeah, Freemasonry was tied into Crips and Bloods. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff got to do with it too. So, you know, it's just a lot of stuff that this man was tied into. It just, you know, like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's just too much stuff you just can't turn a blind eye to.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's why
with these 33s and these 6s.
Yeah, that's why I say he could have had multiple enemies, man. We just don't know, you know, on all sides.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been down. I'm from Ohio, and I've been down to Crenshaw many times, and I met Nick like 2 times at his store. And bro was down to earth, cool for his community. Everybody messed with that dude. So it's like saying for him to have enemies, man. I'm not from LA. But like I say, every time I went and visited him, the energy in that area, man, it was just so cool, man. Everybody messed with them in the marathon. That grind was moving, man. Him and his brother. Like everybody messed with them too, bro. Like it's just sad to see this, man. It's really sad.
Yeah, that's why I was real surprised by this. I really was. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I made that video, man. I was like, man, I was surprised. I read the article, man. I just was thinking. I was thinking the whole time, like, damn, this really happened?
Right, like to Nip. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot of people online talking about Lauren London has something to do with you. You got to watch out for them light-skinned girls. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff, but I'm just looking to see what come out about this. But I guarantee they ain't going to find no shooters, and that's how you going to know it's tied to them people, if they don't find a shooter.
Yeah, that's if.
Because, you know, they never find a shooter, but it's always some type of something. But that 33 and that 6, that's gonna burn a hole in my head, man.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm getting some more of these callers, all right?
Man, appreciate you too, man. Be safe out there and enjoy your platform, dog.
All right, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you too. Peace.
All right. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm on live right now.
Yeah, you live, bro.
Oh, cool, dope, man. Hey, my name's Mario Cannon, man.
Okay,
and,
cool. What's going on?
I'm a big fan of what you do, man.
Thank you.
So shout out to all the information you put on the internet, man.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Watch all your videos. Always like them.
All right.
A common trend, I think, what I see with the rappers now is most of them are dying at home or close to their home base.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to get back in your community and try to give back when you got bad energy existing. You know, when you progress up a level, you try to go back and try to give back when you've out in the world there. So I think that's the toughest thing for hip hop artists is going back to where they came from and not dying there.
Yeah, I just think, and I said it earlier, I think he felt safe there. And that's what, because you put the tweet out saying that you got enemies and you're there, it makes me know you felt safe there.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you speak things into existence. So I definitely give it that, man. But I'm gonna keep it short, man. Jay, I just want to show love, man. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
That's just what I wanted to say, though.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. Let's see. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, this is Tammy. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Tammy?
Nothing. I just wanted to say I'm also lying in the aux, but I just wanted to say that I do not.
Now I know your name. Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Right. I don't listen to hip hop.
Okay.
I stopped listening to hip hop after I watched the documentary called Hip Hop. And I highly recommend it to everyone, but I just want to say that I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know what happened to him. I know a lot of people are emotional about him dying today. But it really disturbs me when I hear people say things like, oh, this guy's death really broke up my child, or this guy's death is really hurting me, because I wonder how many people are so invested in the people who are in their own neighborhood, in their own communities, that are dying like this every day. So I don't really get wrapped up in entertainers. I don't think that their lives are more valuable than anyone else's life. And I think that I want to know, like, how are people feeling about, like, their fathers, their uncles, their brothers, their sisters, people who are going to prison every day. Like, those people are who really matter to me. This guy's an entertainer. His life is whatever he made out of it, and stop when anyone dies. But I don't understand why we give so much credence to these celebrities. And I can only deduce that as to something that you were talking about earlier, which was liberalism. And liberalism does a lot to raise up idols and idol worship. And I really heavily in our community that we are just really worshiping these idols, these entertainers, these athletes, and they don't really give a shit about anyone in our community. And even if they do care, they're just one person. So I really want to just help. I want people to really understand how important it is to be an individual, and to be an individual leader, and to really think about how you can contribute to your community versus how some entertainer or athlete or something like that is supposed to change the community or speak on everyone else's behalf. Do what you can in your community and be the change in your community, and maybe stop giving so much worship to entertainers. I'm not saying you specific people in general.
Yeah, and I said that's what I do. That's what I do in my videos. Like, I can like what somebody do, but I can critique them. But you have people who will devoutly follow a celebrity because of their political stances. You know, it's almost like symbolism. And I've noticed that as well, you know. And that's happened more and more because these celebrities try to be like regular people. But in this situation, I just don't think he should have lost his life. You know, under no circumstances. But I think he felt like something was off. And that's the worst part about it, when you know something is wrong and then something goes wrong in this situation. So, but if you don't know much about him, you know, he's a guy who, you know, he's a rapper, you know, gang ties back, you know, when he first started. Don't know if he's still affiliated. I don't believe so, like that. But, you know, he's a guy who was, you know, basically giving back to his community. He had a business in his community, or businesses in his community. Or, well, there's one business, but they say he bought the block. But, you know, I know other businesses were there. So he was basically trying to give back.
Maybe he was giving back to his community, and that's a beautiful thing, and I certainly don't want to discredit that. But the reason why I really don't listen to rappers anymore, I don't listen to entertainers, period, I rarely watch TV. I'm on YouTube a lot. The reason why is because they don't actually promote anything that is beneficial to me. Like what you're saying about him being a gang affiliated and stuff like that. Like, when I have kids, I don't want my kids to be gang affiliated. When I have daughters, I don't want my daughters to look at Cardi B as if she's some sort of actual relevant person, because she's not. I want my kids to look at me and my husband and realize that we are their social leaders. We are their mentors. We are their moral guiders. Not these kids looking at these entertainers thinking that they actually give them some sort of value, because they don't. If he used his money to give back to his community, God bless him, grateful for that. But anything outside of that, you as a parent should be your child's moral leader. You should have enough wisdom to lead yourself. We have to be looking at entertainers because they're not leaders. They are entertainers. That's who they are. So that's all I really have to say. And I know a lot of people in the comments probably don't agree with me. Someone said I should be teabagged. Well, that's just really kind of fucked up. But, you know, I got a husband for that. So maybe.
Oh, who said that? I didn't see that. First off, this.
I really don't care. You know, I'm
this
just
song.
joking. That's all good.
Hold up, I got this random song on my. Sorry about that. I got my my Amazon Music up. But anyway, first off, this Tammy, you married, right? You have a husband, right?
I'm sorry?
I said, you say you have a husband, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
So she's a married woman. You know, you're not going to teabag her.
What?
No, I'm saying the guy said you need to be teabagged. I say, well, you're not going to be teabagging her because she's already got a man, sir. You know?
Whatever me and my husband do, whatever me and my husband do. I'm just saying, I was just joking. I'm like, maybe he will. Who knows? Maybe I'll get that tonight, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But
it's
she,
my opinion. You know what I mean? So.
But it's all in jokes. But you know, but I appreciate you calling in, Tammy. I know you now. I knew you about lying in the ox. That's why I was calling. I say she has to have another name, but you know.
Well, thanks for always having these open chats. It's good for people to get their opinions out and to try to, you know, communicate with other people. And you know, if someone can help someone else, that's good.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate it. All right, Tammy.
All right, have a good day. Bye bye.
All right, you too. Bye. Get another caller in here. Caller, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
It was good, Jay. First of all, I'm gonna make it quick. Appreciate all your info that you put out on here.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, it's just a tough one, man. It's a low blow. First Mac, now Nip, man, it's just crazy, man. I'm gonna just say this. I know that everybody got their opinions about, you know, what was going on behind the scenes. I just don't feel like it was a coincidence that, you know, this happened right before he was about to drop that documentary, man. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I'm just saying, like, if you look at the pattern and how we lost our black leaders, you know, it's just crazy, man. Like what you think though, as far as like, do you think it's something that's
well, you know, once again, you know, if you look at what's going on now, I mean, Dr. Sebi's trending on Twitter. He's probably going to be the #1 trend once the night, you know, is once it gets about later tonight. So, I mean, this actually does more to benefit the documentary than anything, you know?
Yeah, man.
So I don't know how this hurts it, and, you know, it's going to stop it from being put out, because I'm pretty sure it's still going to be put out.
You do think it's still going to be put out? Like,
I mean, it's trending. I mean, it's better now than never. If people strongly believe that this was done because of that, you know, they have a choice to either shelve it or premiere it, and people are going to want to see it. People want to see it now, so people aren't going to accept them just shelving it.
Definitely, I think how they going to solve the case, if they do solve the case, is going to, you know, say a lot. They catch the shooters, you know what I'm saying, and you know, show the suspects. I mean, it's going to say a lot. But if they don't catch these guys, man, and it's just another thing that's swept under the rug, that's going to say a lot for me, you know what I'm saying? Because they really don't give a fuck about, you know, black men being kids out here, especially our leaders. You know, and I just definitely want to send prayers out to Lauren and her kids, her day kids, you know.
Yeah.
Because I can just imagine how she feel and how black women feel about that. But yeah, that's it for me, man. I'm gonna let you get back to it. But I definitely want to work with you on some things. So you're gonna hear from me again, man. My next step, by the way. But yeah, man, I'm out, man. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate that, Seth. Thank you for calling in, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Shout out to him. Let's see. All right, caller, you live. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing? My name is Trayvon Butler. How you doing, JDBTv?
I'm doing all right, man. What's going on with you?
I'm doing fine, man.
All right.
I recently just logged in on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta turn your background down, man.
What you say?
You gotta turn your background down.
I'm sorry, what you say?
Your background is loud, and it's like it's kind of it was overtaking your voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good now.
All right. I recently just logged in on YouTube. I'm already seeing the news of Nipsey Hussle, and looking back on it, man, it's just really crazy because I grew up on the south side of Chicago all my life, and you know, I'm used to seeing people die left and right, but you know, I'm such a huge hip hop fan. Like recently, the other day, the battle rap scene just lost somebody named Tech Nine.
Yeah, Tech Nine. Yeah.
You heard of him?
Yeah, he's from Philly, right?
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah.
Philly rapper. Yeah. So seeing him die is really crazy, man. And then we lost just another big name. And like, I'm in school right now, and I'm halfway there to get my associate's degree and all that stuff. And it's like, you know, why I have not touched it. I can't explain it, man. It's really crazy, man. Yeah,
it is. I was shocked when the article was sent to me. I was like, at first I had to do like a double take. I'm like, what? And that's when I did the initial video, and then I decided to do a live stream just to have a discussion with the audience.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have no words in explaining it, man. But I just wanted to call and give my shout out to him and support your channel too, man. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you for calling, man. Appreciate it. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's see. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Ain't nothing much, man. What's up with you?
No, we're that didn't take long for you. I was just gonna jot down some notes on what I wanted to say with you really quick, but I guess what I wanted to say, you know, is, you know, for sure, like, one love and much respect to Bro and his family. Super tragic and intense times. What I wanted to say though is that living by example, you know, I think what I would make of the whole thing is that, you know, we do the best that we can to live by example, because that's how we learn and that's how we, you know, pay it forward. You know, there's a way to have good energy follow you, and there's a way to have bad negative energy follow you, you know, so you kind of
make your choices and you try to set that example. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems like he put himself in that spot where he was able to lead by example, whether he was, you know, doing the safe thing, playing it safe or not. And, you know, I feel like that's, you know, that's a legacy. And
yeah, he definitely tried to do, you know, a lot for his community.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but, you know, I mean, sometimes you just got to face reality and set that example. And sometimes that can be tough, you know. And but, yeah, definitely giving back to the community and giving back to people that, you know, helped you come up any way you can. And you know, this numerology stuff is amazing stuff. But the underlying statement of all of that is that we are all connected. We are all one. We are all here together to figure out the right way to do this. And we all know that, you know, love is the answer. I guess that's all I really wanted to say, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the words, man. Thanks for calling in. All right.
All right. Much love.
All right. Shout out to you. There was a caller that was on the line. They kept calling in. Okay, there they go. All right. You're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Jay?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick. People need to stop with all these conspiracy theories.
Right.
When I was going to LSU back in the day, they had a serial killer around campus, and his name was Derek Todd Lee, right? And they had so many wild theories about this guy. They were thinking it must be a team of guys. They were thinking it must be one of the professors, because it took him mad long to get caught. And everybody thought it was a white dude, right? But the reason it took them so long to get caught was they had to run every registered sex offender in the state, call them in and get their DNA, and then wait for the results. But when the results come in, it turns out it's this black maintenance man who all he was doing was knocking on these women's door and asking them to use their phone because his truck broke down. And when he did finally get caught, they established his IQ was in the 80s. So, far as we know, this could be just some young fool clout chasing.
It could
and
be.
that's it.
I seen somebody put in my chat that somebody's already bragging about doing this.
Yeah, bro. So people just need to slow down with all that shit. Because it's only been a couple hours, man. Give people time for evidence to come in.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's all I got to say, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Before I make a final judgment, I'm just gonna wait to see what they come back with. You know.
Yeah, because people jump to mad conclusions, and they not making no sense, really. All right, bro.
All right, thanks for the call, bro. All right.
Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. All right, shout out to him. The call made a lot of sense, man. If you haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Somebody put in the chat that there was some dude clout chasing on IG. Dude, could be lying. I don't know. All right, you're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man.
Good. You know, it's a blessed day. And it was heartbreaking, man. It was too sudden, you know.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised.
And, you know, this type of case, you know, can be easily covered as a gang-related, gang violence, you know, however you want to call it. But, you know, it was meant to be more of a setup. But I don't have a final conclusion. This is my theory, you know, how I view it and how I see it.
Right.
Because, you know, he was bound to be the future billionaire easily because he was already, you know, promoting this real estate, how to hustle and how to make a multiple income. You know, he was more than a rapper. He was more than a hip hop. You know, he was uplifting the black community to the right direction. And not, you know, compared to all these goofy ass rappers only talk about jewelry, sipping codeine, and just to sell the music and selling poison to the youth.
Yeah.
Nipsey was the opposite. He wanted everybody to be ahead of the time. He wanted everybody to make, not live by paycheck to paycheck, 9 to 5, same, insanity. But you won't get the different result with doing the same thing in life. Let's make that clear. It's impossible. But Nipsey is impossible. That's why he's trying to spread his wealth and his knowledge and his blessing to his own people.
Right.
For the better generation for the next 10, 20 years or, maybe 50 years from now on.
Yeah, and that's what he tried to do for his old neighborhood.
Right. So, because of his former self, he was critical, his former background, so it makes it easy for him to say, you know what, they wanted to get him because, maybe old beef from back in the day. It's easy to do that, But, he's an icon. This was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But this shouldn't happen. I'm speechless, man.
Yeah. But I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm trying to get some more of these calls in, all right? But thank you for calling.
Hey, man. Hey, take it easy, buddy.
Hey, you too, man. You too. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. What is this guy? Let me see. Yo, Aaron, why don't you call in? Put your first 3 digits in the chat then. If you want me to know that you calling, you want to get on, you have to give me the first 3 of your number. Shout out to Rogue Scholar. They found 2 Nigerians as suspects. That's fake news, Rogue. That's fake news. All right, you live with Jay the Black. What's going on? Shout out to Chris. You live.
I'm here.
Yo, what's going on, man? Your name, Aaron? You said you want to call in? Hello? All right, you live. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Listen, I got a couple of things I want to say. I'm not going to take up too much of your time.
All right.
But I agree with you. If they put out $100,000 reward or $1 million reward, they'll find out who did it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah. I'm sure they will. Yep.
What's that? Say that again?
I said I'm sure they will. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like, wasn't he getting pretty powerful in his community? Because usually when a black man gets too powerful, somebody always going to try to take him down, man.
Yeah. Well, well, in this situation, still we still don't know exactly the motive, but we would like to know something soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Abby, but yeah, we would like to know something soon.
Yeah. But it's like black on black crime, man. We killing ourselves. It's black genocide, black on black genocide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I hate it with a passion, but some of these people, man, when a black man gets successful, like this brother, it seemed like he was trying to do something with his life. He was getting, pretty successful.
Yeah.
He was rising up in the community. And, a lot of black people don't like not all our black people, but some black people don't like that.
No.
When you get successful, man, there's people always want to take you down.
Yeah, jealousy.
Exactly. So, it pisses me off, but, man, it's reality, But anyway, man, that's all I got to say, man. Let you get to some of these other callers.
All right. Thank you for calling in, bro. Appreciate it. All right.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye. All right. If you were just on the line right now, hurry up and call back in, man. Because if that's who I think it is, I'll hold off on other calls until you call in. Okay? All right, you're live with Jay the Black. What's going on? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Jay.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, man. Look, I'm real hurt about this. That chick called in talking about something. She didn't even know who he was, and trying to have an opinion. Like, he a very prominent figure over the past 10 years.
Yeah, but she's not a fan. She wasn't a fan of rap music, is what I'm saying. She said she wasn't a fan of rap music, so that's why she probably knows he was. But go ahead.
What?
She wasn't a fan of rap music. That's what she said. That's why she said
that. That right.
Yeah.
That right. She wasn't a fan, but as a fan and as a follower, I don't look at them as icons. When new rappers come out, they just show me how much of influence that the former rapper had. And this death right here, this is like a 2-part like Biggie type death to the community. Like the things he was doing, it's not normal things. And like it seemed like the people like talking down about people, but when they die, it's let's hop on this dick. Let's goddamn show this, show that. And I feel like people gonna be talking about this for a long time. Like, I mean, bruh, it's real heartbreaking to me. Like that's all. I just wanted to vent. I'm trying to like get to the people, other people, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure you are. You a fan, so I'm sure you hurt by this more than a lot of other people.
I'm hurt. Bro. It's traumatic, and people that's like, haven't grew up on real music, because I can say for the past 5 to 6 to 7 to it hasn't been no real music artists coming out, really. Yeah. Not really. And if they are, they're not promoting them. No. Come on.
No, they promote goofies, They promote goofies.
Yeah. I'm about to be in a showcase called the Up Next Showcase. But I'm up next, bro. I'm ABs of the millions, but I'm up next, bro.
Okay.
Real music.
Okay. Hopefully it work out for you, all right?
April 9th, all right.
All right, appreciate you calling in, man. All right, let's see. All right, you live.
Yay, what's good?
What's good, man?
Chilling.
All right.
I want to say my public, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle and his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, I was never a fan of his music like that. I wasn't even a fan of his music, to be honest. I was more of a fan of his moves behind music. Like, I heard about him as a person more than I heard about his music.
Right.
As far as just ownership, business, just positive messaging too. I didn't get the vibe of a gangbanger that didn't know nothing. I got the vibe that this was a person that he was about uplifting the 9-to-5 worker and the person on the street that's trying to see a different position in life. So, that's pretty much it. And I think it's sad too that a lot of rappers, there's more rappers to come that's going to pass away, unfortunately, due to gun violence and stuff.
Yeah. And they trying to get hard on gun violence, so they're going to use all these instances to try to be tougher on it.
Yeah, man. I mean, do you think there's going to be a solution from this particular situation?
Unless they find out who did it, that's the only solution I see. And it's gonna.
You don't think this was like a shock though for a lot of people, because that was the guy.
It is.
Go to when you was going to the
Yeah, it is, because he was killed in his old neighborhood. It's like he wasn't killed like on in a different state and city. Like, this is the neighborhood you grew up in, basically. Where he felt safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like anybody who really is a fan of this man, he has a shop on Crenshaw. A lot of people was going there as a tourist attraction when they're in LA. So if y'all really, fuck with Nipsey, y'all should definitely take a trip whenever you're in LA to that shop on Crenshaw, to get some clothing and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
All right. Okay. Let's see. You're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, Jay. This is BK.
What's going on, BK?
I'm doing all right. I had to chime in.
Okay. Well, your voice is going to be definitely needed on this. What you got to say?
Well, first of all, my condolences to his family and his kids, and whoever's been affected by this. But let me tell you something. Dr. Sebai, you know how old I am. If you don't remember, I told you I'm probably mostly older than everybody's in this chat room. Dr. Sebai is not a new name, okay? His stuff is out here.
already. A lot of people that are into with health and with natural and all that stuff knows about this already. Okay. For those who don't live in New York City, it's an independent radio station called WBAI. Been around since I was a baby. Okay. And they are not funded by the government. They constantly ask for donations because they are independently run. It's a progressive, independent station, and they have so many different programs, music programs. They have different programs for health. They talk about the government, the computer, and how stuff that you're not going to hear in the mainstream. Okay? I've been hearing about doctors say about it. As long as I've been listening to this radio station, it's new for this generation. So for Nipsey, had plans to get this out. I at least, was, congratulate him for making an attempt. But to say no, I mean, I don't know because we have to wait. But I think it's just pure niggerish. I hate to say that because here in New York, the crime is going back up again, and they said from stabbings and shooting. Did you know there was a story? Well, you don't know. 2 MTA employees. One shot. An MTA employee shot a supervisor because they had an argument. An argument. So don't get it twisted that whatever that was going on with him and who for some reason got, like he said, his enemies, people shoot each other over even just regular argument, just for regular Joes. I just don't understand why is it every time when it comes to a celebrity, it's always a sensationalism of a conspiracy when, like you say, where his background, where he came from, and it's just now this generation is all about, like you said, clout chasing, and then the social media.
Just look at what happened with YBN. Look what happened with YBN. That was clout chasing. That wasn't no Illuminati. That was clout chasing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like I said, that's why you hear shooting and stabbing all the time. Every time you turn around, and it's from either somebody's trying to rob somebody or over some arguments. Now people don't want to settle no arguments. Word of mouth. They want to come back and just shoot you over just nothing. Life doesn't mean nothing. So that's all my intake is about.
Okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate it, BK. Shout out to you calling in. Always giving wise words of wisdom as a female. Okay.
Yeah. So for some people, like I said, that radio station, WBAI, is you're not going stuff that the government or even mainstream don't talk about. You will hear that on WBAI. So I don't see it being related to Nipsey. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Okay. All right.
Bye. All right. Let's see. You're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Jay? It's Al, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. First time calling, man.
All right. Cool.
Hey, real quick. I'm a fan of hip hop music. I've been a fan of hip hop music probably about 20 years, man.
Okay.
And I heard about the death of Nipsey Hussle. I'm not a big fan of his, but I'm just a fan of all rap music, hip hop music. But I was just thinking when I first heard it, I was like, okay, what happened? Did he get into somebody? Was he gang affiliated? But then, I kind of read he was, doing positive things and stuff like that. But it just goes to this bigger picture, Jay, that violence, for some reason, even when you're doing good, violence, the rap industry, hip hop industry is starting to attract that violence, that gangster stuff. It's like it's infiltrating the community, the hip hop community. And it really doesn't matter, even if you're doing positive stuff, like other brothers out there. It'll still touch you. I don't know. I want to get your opinion on that. Why is it that it just seems like even if you're positive, it just seems like negativity comes around you. If it's at an award show, if it's at a club, or if it's at a concert, it's always some drama.
Yeah. Well, people,
what is going on?
It's jealousy, man. The jealousy in people's hearts have grown. Social media has grown the jealousy in the hearts of people, man. And when they see you doing good, man, if they can't be friends with you, if they can't be a part of it, they're gonna try to destroy it.
Yeah. Gotcha. And I also think too, because I'm here in the New Orleans area, man, and it's kind of the same thing down here. Because I noticed like a lot of big rappers like Wayne and Baby and all them, and they all move out the city because there's one thing, because there's so much jealousy and hate that people's trying to kill them. And it just it seems like even when they get out of the element, they get out, it still follows it. It seems like, I don't want to say it's a curse, man, but it just seems like there's something with our hip hop community or rap community now where it's just starting to breed this negativity now, no matter how positive you are. Even some of the rap music has changed. You know, we don't have that much gangsta rap anymore, stuff like that. But it seems that mentality is still there. That gangster, even with the dudes, you know, that's kicking positive, sometimes I see them on the street here in New Orleans, they still trying to keep that old gangster, tough guy image up. You know, and I'm like, dude, you rapping about loving your mama, you know? So I don't know, Jay. It seems like our hip hop community, the rap community, is just sinking lower and lower. Our rappers are dying. Our entertainers are dying. It's like, when will it stop? When will it? Because you don't see rock artists killing each other. You don't see country artists killing each other. You know, you don't see the pop artists killing each other. It just seems as in our community, it's always our community with this rap artist that it just seems to breed this negativity. You know, so I just don't know anymore, Jay. It's just getting to the point now where, man, I like hip hop. I love it to death. I've been following for 20 years, but I don't know, man. I don't even know if I want my kid to even really indulge in it now, because I'm afraid, you know, he might get caught up or she might get caught up in something. So it's just one of the things, Jay, is, you know, maybe you could breathe some light on it to it. How can we fix this issue?
I think the only way
with all this killing.
Well, you know, because the labels, they see, and the fans see guys who are authentically hood as guys to support. And so these guys say, okay, well, damn, I got to be extra hard. I got to tote guns in my videos. I got to have like 100 I have had 100 dudes behind me. You know, I got to be flashing money. I got to be talking about gang life, because there are consumers of that shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's why when these guys become popular, they don't make a lot of money. They switch their image up. They become more clean cut, because that's not who they are. But they know that that's what the labels want to see, and that's what there are fans who want to see that.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, Jay. And I just want to say to the whole community, you know, let's just stop this craziness, you know. Let's stop it. I think if we all involved in this, you know, if we all just kind of band together and say, hey, look, we need to clean our community up, particularly this hip hop community, because this is a reflection. The kids are seeing this. You know, there's a lot. He had a lot of children fans, a lot of teenage fans. You know, and this really could just be more negativity than anything, even though he was a positive guy. You know, so I just urge everybody just to step up, you know, talk to the children, talk to the kids. Look, hip hop is great. I want you to do this, but hey, let's keep the violence down. You know, let's just be mature, just have fun, enjoy the music, man. But you know, I just encourage the community, man, just to, you know, let's all band together, get this right, stop this nonsense. So it was good talking to you, Jay. Have a good night.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Good call, man.
All right.
Let's see. You're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, what up, Jay?
What's good, man?
Yeah, man, just about the situation and everything.
Yeah.
About Nip and everything. You know, that really hit close to home and everything. Yeah, but the thing is, you know, it killed a real strong, positive man, no matter what he did in his personal life. You know, because you know, he was involved with the gangbang and the gang life and all like that, with the gang culture. And you know, before you know this situation happened, you know, he also got caught up with a little bit something, you know, dealing with that street life.
Yeah.
And you know, for all the people that you know that was in that life and everything, you know, that's in that life, you know, they need to know that, you know, that you ain't just taking a man out. You taking out a strong, positive figure, you know, a positive black figure. You know what I'm saying? But that street life came to bite him.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
so.
and that's all. And you know, and that's just, you know, from what I see. And you know, I mean, really, you know, a lot of people talking about, you know, that street life, but it's also that political life.
Right.
And also, you know, they should also, you know, utilize that political life for what it really is. Like the Bloods and the Crips and the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? They need to come back to the forefront and really use this as a stepping stone to help unite us as a people on a strategic level. You know, but at the same time, you know, he's in my prayers, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, even, you know, me being a G myself, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm on the other side of the track. I still respect the way he moved and all that, you know what I'm saying? And just it's sad to see a strong brother like that go. And, you know, and I know the family is really hurting, you know what I'm saying, to see a man that has so much to offer. You know, so, you know, I just wish my condolences, and, you know, people can see the blood on the walls and learn from that.
Yeah, I agree, man. And he seemed like he was doing a lot for that community, man. And that's the worst part about it. And he has young children, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the part that really confuses me. It's like, how can a community let that man go out like that?
Yeah.
The same community that he built up, let him go out like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there was a good amount of people around because they saw what happened. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, and it's just, you know, that just to see how much that man invested in invested in his community that really believed, and you know, and just to see like, wow, like people just like, you mean tell me the community, because the streets is always talking, and the man knew already. And, you know, and they got certain things in place, you know what I'm saying, to resolve situations like this. Like, I mean, I wonder, like for instance, they got Big U out there, you know, and Big U, you know, he dealing with the gangs and all like that, with the streets and all like that, to help resolve these type of things. And I just wonder, you know, maybe it's bigger than what. Maybe it's bigger than that, but I'm only like maybe I'm far-fetched thinking, but from what I see, you know, I mean, it's a sad thing, because the community his community that he built up shouldn't let him go out like that. He should not have been a sacrificial lamb to his community.
Right. I agree, bro. I agree with you.
You know, so I mean, but I mean, it's all good. You know, I mean, my prayers, you know, go out to Miss London and all them, all to the West Side. You know what I'm saying? You know, all out. You know, no matter in the end, you know what I'm saying, they are brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to be the same thing. You know, but when you add 5 and 6, you get 11, and when you get 11 is what, a replica of itself, 2 ones. So you know, in the end, we all in the same. We all in the same game, and you know what I'm saying? So we just gotta you know, use this as a building block and see the blood on the walls and try to fix this.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, because I know you got a lot of other callers coming in. Thank you, Jada.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, bro.
All right. Good caller right there. Shout out to Miss Parker Lynn. 3 shootings since Nipsey, but mixed feedback on it being gang related. Tariq was on the scene. He said, "Don't jump to assumptions." Well, I'm not saying it's gang related, Miss Lynn. I'm just saying that it could have been any particular person he had issues with. But I'm not going to put gangs in it too quick. I'm not going to put. I haven't put gangs. I'm just saying, you know, that it could be someone who may be affiliated themselves that they may have had issues with. You know. But this has been a good stream so far. I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up. I think I was live long enough. All right. You know, shout out to Miss Parker, man. Shout out to everybody that supported the stream. That showed support for Nipsey Hussle. Nobody was expecting this. Said to the public. Okay, Miss Parker. No, it's been very interesting 31st, hasn't it? Very interesting 31st. All right, Unique. Yeah, but I'm about to go ahead and wrap this up, man. This is, like I said, man, this is some sad shit, man. You could probably, when I posted my video today on the initial report, you can hear it in my voice that I was shocked. I really was trying to read the article, but my mind was racing at the same time, man. Because I didn't know, like, really? Like, out of all the individuals in the world, this happens to a guy who was trying to give back to his community. You know? And I know people are going to say it's because of this and because of that. You know what? Fine. You have your beliefs. You believe something. You know? All right, you're live with Jay the Black. What's going on? Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Man, what's the word, baby?
Yeah, we talking about Nipsey Hussle, man. What you got to say on it, man?
Yeah, man. That shit just fucked me up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm reading all these comments and shit on how they said this shit was gang related. That shit wasn't gang related, bro.
Yeah, I'm not. That's the thing. People are adding there what they believe. I don't think it's gang. I just think that it was somebody he had an issue with. And he knew it. You could tell by his last tweet.
Yeah. Yeah, he already knew.
Mm-hmm.
He just, when motherfucker post something on their shit and then end up getting killed, they already knew something was going on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they always leave clues, man.
Then everybody say he was working on a documentary. I'm like, shit, yeah, it got to be something because they just killed Dick Gregory. And then this nigga right here back there about to do a thing on Dr. Sebi. I'm like, man, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck you think. We got to get our people online, bro.
Yeah. That's why hopefully people in that community can speak up because he was out there helping them. He was right there in the community. You know, he wasn't just one of these people say, hey, I'm part of black community, but they ain't never there. You know?
You know what I'm waiting? I'm waiting on that footage though. What a video footage there.
I'm pretty sure there is some because they recorded him when he was on the ground, getting CPR.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This nigga right here on the fucking ground bleeding and shit, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's some Pac shit. Like,
in real time. You know?
in real motherfucking time,
Mm-hmm.
nigga. That's some Pac shit in real motherfucking time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other angles and of stuff that happened. That some could have went down earlier that day out there, you know?
Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, bro. I heard I'm in Houston, bro, so I heard on the radio in Houston. I'm like, man, don't tell me this nigga right here that got shot and killed for real.
Yeah, I got an email from one of my subscribers on that, man. That shit shocked me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nipsey fucking Hussle. This nigga don't fuck with nobody.
Yeah, yeah.
This nigga, he had a little scrap, but that shit wasn't shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these fuck niggas out here doing all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They only kill the good ones.
Well,
Something gotta be wrong with that shit.
That happens, man. Sometimes they don't always, the bad ones don't always go. Always good ones that get caught up in the mix.
Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. I appreciate you calling. Let me get to some more of these calls before I wrap this up, all right?
It's all good. Do your thing, boss. Much love to you.
Hey, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
It's all good, bro.
All right. Shout out to him. Calling in. He wanted to get his word in about Nipsey. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. This has been a good stream. Shout out to all the people here. Make sure y'all go and check out my initial video in the comment section. Leave your support. You can leave your support in the stream. I may just keep the stream. I know I don't keep streams up on this channel, but I may just keep this up or I may take it down. I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna let things play itself out. Retaliation for the slap at the award show. You know what, Avery? It'd be very interesting. Very interesting. We will see. We will see. All right. All right. We will see. Let me see. Let me get this. But shout out to everybody that was here. Juve, I see you, Juve, showing support. Shout out to all the regulars, man. Shout out to the regular crew, man. The regular crew. Y'all do a good job in the chats, man. Y'all show support, man. Shout out to all the new people that are subscribed here. I appreciate y'all too, man. The way I do my streams is that when I'm ready to leave, I usually play some outro music. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on this one. If I can find something. I'm gonna play this, man. Now I'll see y'all on the next one. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell. You're gonna see excellent content from me like I always put out. Just ask the people who are normally here. Shay say he's tuning right. Okay, shout out to everybody that's getting off work, man. And everybody else that's here, man. You know. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. You know, R.I.P. to Nipsey.